It takes a village to raise a child, they say. We as human species can collaborate in extremely flexible ways with countless numbers of strangers to build things which were unimaginable or impossible at a point in history. Growing an industry is like raising a child. It requires the collaboration of a diverse network of individuals and organizations. Over the last decade, hundreds and thousands of companies have contributed to what the drone industry is today. To begin with, building a reliable and robust drone required a zillion components, such as frames, propellers, motors, ESCs, remote controllers, GPS, flight controllers, IMUs, autopilots, gyroscopes, among others, to ensure that the drone did not crash as soon as it took off. As the drone technology matured, businesses started leveraging them to address the needs and solve multiple challenges faced in various industries, such as construction, agriculture, public safety, security, and inspections. This prompted many organizations to develop vertically focused drone software and services, which led to the creation of the entire commercial drone ecosystem. However, as these use cases scale, so does the need for autonomy in order to fully realize the potential of drone technology. Furthermore, the advent of COVID-19 compelled us to work remotely, highlighting the importance of automating repeatable and programmable drone operations. Automating drones requires various components, including the docking station to house and refuel the drone, detect and avoid technology for safer BVLOS flights, 5G LTE connectivity modules, weather information and recovery system for safe flights, software solutions to automate its workflow, provide airspace awareness, manage the bucket loads of data, use of AI modules and deep learning algorithms to extract insights from the data captured, thorough understanding of the rules and regulations in your geography, as well as the operating environment. Now imagine having to build and manage everything yourself. Consider the resources and time required to accomplish this. Instead, why not bring the entire industry together to solve the problem at hand? Leverage everyone's expertise in their respective fields to achieve the common goal. That is, to look out of the window and see drones replacing the dull, dangerous, and dirty work that humans currently do. That is exactly what NestGen intends to do. Bring together the building blocks, a community or village of experts to raise a child or build the future of drone autonomy.
Hello and welcome back to NestGen. As most of you are aware, we started NestGen last year with the goal of bringing industry together to discuss everything that needs to be done to accelerate the adoption of drone autonomy. While it may appear to be a niche today, we believe that autonomy is the next big frontier for drone technology. And I am sure we can all agree that without autonomy, we will be unable to scale drone deployments to the level required to realize its true potential and to make a meaningful impact. One of the key enablers of drone autonomy is, of course, the nested drone solutions or drone-in-a-box solutions, which is the reason why we have named this conference NestGen. With the first edition of NestGen, we embarked on a journey of uncertainty, not knowing how it would be received or if our vision would align with the rest of the industry. However, to our delight, we discovered that NestGen struck a chord with many others in the industry. Thanks to the overwhelming support from all of you, last year's NestGen was a resounding success, providing us with a platform to connect and collaborate resulting in the creation of better systems for our customers than ever before. From a small group of partners and collaborators, we have grown into a thriving community of innovators, each focusing on a different aspect of the technology stack and working together to bring cutting-edge solutions to our customers. We are eager to share the exciting developments and advancements we have made since we last met at the first edition of NestGen, and we look forward to continuing to drive innovation together. During the last year, we also witnessed some major movements in the DiAB segment of our industry. Several major drone manufacturers, including DJI, Skydio, and Achal, have announced their plans to launch docking stations. At the same time, several large drone solution providers, or DSPs, such as Aerodyne, Volatus, and Nordic Unmanned, have doubled down on their interest in nested drone solutions. We also saw some activity in M&A, the most significant being acquisitions of Aerobotics and Drone Matrix. All major drone conferences, such as AUVSI Exponential and Commercial UAV Expo, are now focusing on autonomy. We were of course flooded with information about waivers and approvals for BVLOS operations in a variety of applications. All of this serves as a strong confirmation that we are on the right track and the momentum is only compounding. Let me now welcome David Benowitz, the Head of Research at Drone Analyst, who will give us an in-depth update on the current trends and advancements in the DIAB segment of the drone industry. Since early 2016, David and his team have dedicated their years of experience and expertise in the field to presenting data-driven insights through their annual drone market sector reports. The latest edition of their market report introduces a section on drone autonomy. Let's hear from him on how this segment is shaping up. Over to you, David.
Thank you, Nitin, for inviting me over. Hello, everyone, and welcome to NestGen 23. I am David Benowitz, the Head of Research at Drone Analyst, and today I'll walk you through a few different commercial drones industry trends, as well as just a look at drone in a box more holistically and kind of where we're at today and where we're going in the future. So today, when looking at the state of the market, and you'll see our hardware market forecast there on the left, is just that really the space is still in its early stage of maturity. When we're looking at where are the key industry adoptions of these systems on an enterprise level for the industry, we've always seen utilities, public safety, and AEC as the leading adopters across the board, basically globally. And roughly we project that 40 to 60,000 drones are being built for commercial imaging applications every year. Right, and so that's increasing over time. We do expect prices to increase as well over time, so not as much of an emphasis on the units as the value per se. But that is something great for the whole industry, right? US and China are leading on both adoption, but also the technology side, with China being kind of the two-tongued gorilla from the vendor, supplier, and technology perspective. And kind of transitioning into that to kind of what is commercial drone brand market share there. When we look at this, we're seeing DJI as the number one manufacturer in the space. China's DJI has kind of remained the industry leader since basically 2015, 2016. And we have seen some geopolitical tailwinds affect them in the past few years, but we have seen an uptick in this recent year. So kind of this 70% is higher than it was last year and the year before that, which really shows that they have some staying power in this industry, and there's a reason why customers are choosing DJI. This also does not account for the consumer space, where DJI is, of course, over 90% and really dominating in that sector, in that market quadrant. Quadcopters remain to be king. We have seen a push for eVTOLs, for fixed wings, and they are increasing as a small minority of the market, but remain very much a small minority of the market. And we are seeing, of course, increasing diversity among payloads, right? We've seen a push for high-level zoom cameras, alongside thermal, and having those integrated into an all-in-one solution suite. But let's hop into drone in a box, right? That's why we're all here. And talk more broad level about what is the impact of drone in a box. And I think what I've kind of been speaking about is very much drones as remote-controlled, hobbyist, one-to-one tools. And kind of what we like to say is we've achieved today is great intelligence gathering tools, right? You need someone, a one-to-one operator, you need to be hands on sticks, you need to be trained to operate these products. And what we're going to be seeing as we deploy these autonomy systems, these drone-in-a-box systems, is a move from being tools, as kind of the key word, into data infrastructure. And that's not just big from, a technology perspective and how the solution is built and how the technology works and what type of things we're providing a customer. But it's so much more important from an end user perspective in the way that they invest in this technology. It's the fact that I'm not necessarily training one operator to one pilot to one drone, but instead installing these as fixed assets and having an easier training process to get wide-scale deployment of these systems. So with all that being said, where is drone-in-a-box adoption today? And so we started asking this question for the first time at the end of last year, and we're very excited about the results. So not surprisingly, about 3/4 of drone programs have not yet purchased a drone-in-a-box system, which makes sense, right? It's new technology. It's expensive technology. Things are still being shaken out. But what was more exciting to me was that roughly 1/4 of them have already been looking into or have made a purchase. And that to me just says a lot about where the state of the market is, how much interest there is in these systems, and that people are testing and trying them out and getting ready for broader deployments. When we start looking at this data by sector, right? So which industries are buying these more quickly, at what rates and whatnot, we start to see a few different focus points, right? So number one is that utilities is the leading industry and sector for purchasing drone-in-a-box systems. So have nearly a 50% intent rate, right? Where more than half of them have already purchased such a system. And that's incredibly high today. The second being agriculture, and then the third being public safety. And those are really the standouts in the market today. Utilities and agriculture make a lot of sense to me, right? They're remote locations, hard labor problems, kind of famous for their labor challenges and getting people out there. And so having this type of system just makes so much sense to solving their critical underlying challenges. Public safety is a bit more interesting, right? I wouldn't necessarily expect them to be so proactive in adopting this technology. And that really speaks to kind of what we've seen from Chula Vista and other agencies who've deployed DFR solutions without the autonomy portion. AC, a little bit surprising it's not up there as well, but just because what is the trade-off of having someone at a site that you're already at, having a flight plan mission run instead of having a drone in a box? And so we always need to think about what is the cost benefit of switching over and how can we make it a little bit better. So stepping back out again, what are the challenges that we need to overcome as an industry? And so I think everyone here knows regulations. We deal with it in every day of the business. So we'll come back to that at the end, but it's the end all be all. The second being industry-specific integration. And that's something I think an opportunity for everyone here, right? Which is, why is AC not taking it off so quickly? Could it also be because we're not plugging into their BIM systems properly? And how can we close that gap for enterprises where enterprises have legacy hardware and software? How can we work with those systems better to make adoption of our systems easier to do? And the last piece here being data security. So just as I mentioned before, moving from tools to data infrastructure, that also proves a big challenge, right? Which is you're installing this as a data infrastructure. And if it's not secure, it's going to lead to wide-scale concern about the category. And so we all need to be proactive in communicating about what encryption we use and everything as well, and making sure that governments and agencies can trust the systems that we're installing at their sites. And to kind of hop back into regulation, there was an amazing quote from the AVSI spokesperson with the kind of the recent bill that was just pushed up in the U.S. Congress or in the U.S. Senate, which is the regulatory challenges are not driven by safety, they are hampered by bureaucracy. And historically, drones have been really the safest pillar of aviation. And we need to make sure that we're constantly reminding people of that fact, while also communicating the benefits of this technology. Right now, today, regulations are preventing us from doing that at scale by really limiting us to a few key sites or 1 or 2 test sites or having long, expensive certification processes. And so I'm excited, and I think we're all excited to kind of get over that. I think we're getting through that bump, but it always requires everyone to be engaged with their local government and communicating out what the real benefits of this technology are. With all that being said, my time's up. Thanks for listening. I'm going to pass it back over to Nitin.
Thank you, David, for that insightful presentation. It is truly inspiring to see the potential of the DIAB systems. We are all aware that DJI is that one organization that has single-handedly driven the massive adoption of drone technology. There are numerous drone-based solutions and businesses that have been built on DJI's innovative products. DJI has been able to accomplish this by introducing a series of advanced and reliable drones that cater to a diverse range of applications. Their ability to mass-produce these sophisticated yet affordable systems without sacrificing quality has been instrumental in making drones a mainstream technology. For the DiAB segment to reach its full potential, it is essential for highly reliable and affordable docking stations to be made available at scale. It is exciting to see that DJI has recognized this growing demand and has recently announced their entry into the market with the DJI Dock. We are thrilled to welcome DJI to our partner ecosystem and have them join us as the title sponsors of NestGen 23. Let's hear from DJI about their vision for the drone autonomy industry and the plans that they have in store for the DJI Dock.
Thanks, Nitin, for inviting us. It's a pleasure to join the NestGen 23. My name is Freda Peng. I'm the Global Solutions Engineering Director of DJI Enterprise. I'm here at Sky City, DJI's headquarters in Shenzhen. It's my pleasure to speak to you today about the advancements in drone technology, and especially drone autonomy. As you know, drones have evolved from recreational gadgets into must-have tools for many industry professionals around the world. The developments in the technology continue to expand the boundaries of drone applications. We went from pictures to point cloud, from manual flights to waypoint flight missions, and the list goes on. These advancements have greatly improved the ease and safety of drone operations for pilots. However, we recognize the need for further advancements in drone automation to make this technology more accessible and easier to adopt for organizations across various industries. In response to this need, we introduced the DJI Dock in March of the previous year. As the first drone-in-a-box solution offered by DJI, the DJI Dock represents a major stride towards the true autonomy in drone operations. By simplifying the learning curve for companies seeking to establish or expand their drone programs, the DJI Dock has made the adoption of drone technology even more seamless. Through its integration with FlightHub 2 or third-party solutions such as FlytNow, the DJI Dock allows companies to concentrate on data analysis while the dock automates data collection. Let me show you a real example to illustrate better what I mean. In Jilin, a city located in northeastern China, the Jilin National Grid power line inspection crews are responsible of restoring the power supply after snowstorms. With a 6-month-long winter and temperatures as low as -20 degrees Celsius, inspection crews are susceptible to frostbite and snow blindness. This is a perfect scenario to deploy DJI Dock and conduct inspections that are far too risky for people. Sitting in the monitor room of the Operations and Maintenance Center, the operator, with a few clicks, can select a dock device and carry out an immediate inspection of any given substation and its connecting lines. The dock and the M30 are able to perform the inspection of the assets in the field, while the maintenance crew monitor the progress from the Operations Center, which is 60 kilometers away from where the dock is located. The DJI Dock offers the availability to perform fully automated drone operations remotely. This means you can plan and schedule activities to be performed on a desired worksite without the need of being physically on-site. This opens up the possibility to scale drone operations like never before. Our main goal with this solution was to create something reliable, even beyond visual line of sight, and able to perform up to the standards of a DJI product. DJI Dock is designed to operate outdoors unattended for long periods of time, where extreme weather conditions such as wind, rain, snow, heat, and humidity are commonplace. DJI engineers have racked their brains to come up with various waterproof and dustproof designs to achieve the final IP55 protection rating. This includes a modular design, drainage designs, water immersion sensors, and more. In addition, a series of reliability tests have been carried out to verify that the DJI Dock can withstand the extremes of weather. Here is a short video to show we've tortured the DJI Dock. Since the launch of DJI Dock in March 2022, we have carried out beta tests in more than 50 locations to ensure that the dock operates smoothly in varying environments, terrains, and industries. In December 2022, we officially started the commercial shipment of the solution to selected end users in China. Committed to deliver this solution to our customers, we have continued to ramp up the assembly and production of the dock. We're proud to say, right now we have shipped over 600 DJI Dock in less than 3 months, and this number is of course still growing with the time. A staggering 1.5 million flights have been completed with the dock thus far. And now, the next step is to replicate our successful delivery and user experience to more countries. Just as we committed during the previous Airworks event, we plan to start dock shipment to international markets in Q2 2023. Whether you are still considering or have already started your drone program, at some point, you'll need to demonstrate the cost savings or the return on investment. Here, let's take the solar inspections for example and see how the cost savings of DJI Dock looks like. Let's say you're the owner of a 100 megawatt solar farm and you're considering how to monitor your assets to maximize the energy production. You have a few different options. The first option is to do no inspections at all. Unfortunately, this approach will result in a reduced power generation, which could end up costing you up to $140K USD per year. Option 2 is to get a service team to walk around site and manual inspections. On average, it could take 2 persons 5 hours to inspect 1 megawatt. So to cover the entire 100 megawatts, they need to spend roughly 65 days. If you're doing it twice per year, like a lot of people do, the estimated cost could be $120K USD per year, which is still pretty high, and you still can lose more money due to the issues happening between those 2 inspections. And then comes DJI Dock. With the Dock hardware and deployment, plus a third-party inspections analysis software, you might need to spend around $45K USD. But the cool thing is you can inspect 12 times per year and even more if you want. Solar inspection system developed by SNE Grid, one of our solutions partners in China, is able to process drone imagery with AI analysis and create reports. They're also working on a solution to integrate the DJI Dock system with their inverter system. So whenever an inverter senses an error, the drone can fly directly to the corresponding location and inspect nearby panels. This is another great example of how drone autonomy can be a part of the IoT network and create a synergy with the other smart devices. Next, onto global markets, I believe more innovative applications can be discovered with the collaboration of DJI, FlytBase, and the other global solution partners. We have been working closely with the FlytBase team, and we want to congratulate them on the progress they have been able to achieve on their FlytNow solution with the DJI Dock. This shows again the versatility of this solution and our commitment to support FlytBase and the other global partners to make this product more accessible and functional for our users across different industries. Thanks for the invitation to be part of this great conference. We're really excited to learn from the different speakers and the companies present at this conference. Back to Nitin.
Thank you for taking the time to share your thoughts. DJI's arrival in this market will not only provide our customers with another excellent docking station, but will also significantly accelerate the adoption of this technology. While the future of drone dock seems promising, the million-dollar question remains: which industries will be the first to adopt this technology? To shed some light on this matter, let's turn to Achal, the Director of Business Development at FlytBase. Achal will share with us a deeper understanding of the current users of drone docking stations, how they are seeing value from such systems, and their plans for scale.
Thanks, Nitin, and to everyone joining us today. 2022 was a great testament to the various industries on how nested drone systems are going to revolutionize business operations. Various industries are now exploring the deployment of autonomous drone systems on a global scale. Thanks to the introduction of these new docking stations, numerous BLS regulatory approvals, and other advancements in the DiaB technology. From rescuing people from an avalanche in the Italian Dolomites to expediting response to fire alarms in Belgium, monitoring the construction sites in Saudi Arabia where summer temperatures can reach up to scorching 120 degrees Fahrenheit, to assisting oil and gas companies in protecting their pipelines from encroachments. This has been a year of many firsts for nested drone systems. Now let's hear directly from few of our partners who have been deploying these systems.
Lattice Aerospace is a horizontally integrated next-generation drone company focused on analytics, intelligence, and logistics. We have a global footprint, full-time staff approaching 140 employees, and another 1,200 contractors, providing data services, equipment sales, and solutions engineering for both civil and defense markets. During 2022, the Lattice team introduced our all-weather, remotely operated drone nesting station called the Airport. Capable of being operated entirely off-grid and beyond visual line of sight, the Airport is equipped with a weather station, an optional traffic avoidance capability, and an independent 4SIM 5G LTE communication system with a satellite option. Our opportunities are global for remote asset monitoring and security applications in the oil and gas, mining, and agriculture sectors. Lattice is a public company trading on the Toronto Venture Exchange under VOL and under OTC markets under VLTTF.
Hello, Hans Simelon from CityMesh. CityMesh is a private Belgian company specialized in deploying private mobile networks. To do that, we use technology varying from 0G till 5G. We deployed in Belgium the safety drone. That's a drone-in-a-box solution used by first responders to get an eye in the sky for the first 30 minutes of an incident. To do that, we leverage the 5G connection, delivering high-quality video streams to the first responders, but also to remotely operate the drone. This safety drone concept will be scaled up in the coming 2 years to 70 DiaBs installed into Belgium, creating the first national safety drone grid.
Seguritech has over 27 years of experience as a technology integrator in Mexico. We have developed cutting-edge services and technologies throughout this time, including our latest edition of robotics, drone-in-a-box technology. We currently deploy drone boxes in different areas, including big cities and surrounding regions. One of the main goals of the drone box is to video surveillance business for public safety organizations or private clients. Our drones are equipped with cameras and can make autonomous flights, providing real-time video feeds to security teams and emergency responders. As the use of drones continues to grow, we anticipate a significant need for drone boxes. In the following years, we plan to deploy hundreds or even thousands of drone boxes stations to support this use case and help our customers achieve their goals. With the drone-in-a-box technology, the possibilities for drone applications are endless.
Hi everyone, I'm Nico Marietti, founder and general manager of DiaB. We operate in Italy. We have been bringing innovation to enterprise for years. We have introduced drone into the operation and maintenance cycle. Today we are launching our drone control center, from which we will manage 2 new docks-based projects. The first project is traffic monitoring of motorway, and will involve the installation of over 50 drone docks. The second will be on site safety and surveillance for an important oil and gas company with a drone docks for each site.
Isn't it amazing how this technology is going to change the way we deploy and use drones? Let's take a closer look at the factors driving drone dock adoptions in specific applications. To begin, routine or frequent monitoring operations such as security patrols and periodic inspections would become the primary use case. Second, rapid response requirements such as responding to alarms is a major driver for adoption of automated nested drones. Finally, drone docks will be critical for operations in difficult and remote locations where sending human personnel is very challenging, such as mining sites or offshore rigs. As we move into 2023, we are excited to see the progress of drone docking stations and their integrations into various industries. The last year has seen numerous proof of concepts and pilots being conducted to validate the technology and build business cases. We anticipate that many of these trials will evolve into large-scale deployments across various regions in the coming year. This year marks the beginning of widespread adoptions of drone-in-the-box solutions, with early adopters expanding their operations and new businesses embracing the technology for the first time. Let us now return to Nitin.
Last year, we discussed the reasons why drone-in-a-box technology had not yet achieved widespread adoption. Besides regulatory hurdles, one of the major obstacles identified was the lack of availability of open, low-cost and reliable hardware options. Closed monolith systems were found to be quite expensive, inflexible and not very reliable. This is why Open DIAB movement was established as a key focus of NestGen. The Open DIAB approach promotes collaboration between teams developing different components of the DIAB ecosystem, such as the box, the drone, the safety systems, and the software. This approach allows for use of proven, reliable, and affordable subsystems instead of investing in the redevelopment of all the layers of the stack. The success of the Open DIAB approach relies on participation of a wide range of ecosystem partners who bring in expertise in various layers of the stack and adhere to common standards in order to efficiently assemble complete solutions. Let us welcome back Achal to share insights on how our partner ecosystem is expanding and enabling the development of a variety of solutions to meet the diverse needs of our customers.
As stated before, the application of drone nests are diverse in nature. Each use case, such as pipeline monitoring, fire alarm response, construction progress monitoring, and rail line inspection, needs different drones and payloads to be effective. The same applies to docking stations. Based on the specific application, different docking stations may be necessary. For example, a charging station may work for infrequent interventions, while a battery swapping dock would be required for urgent response situations. In 2022, several new docking stations were introduced to the market, including the Hextronic Atlas, a robotic battery swapping station for the DJI M300, the iDeploy Nexus series, a charging station for DJI Mavic series, counter drones only dock capable of housing 2 drones at once, and Haisha's FlytNow series including F135, F80 and F50 among others. Over the past year, our existing partners have continued to innovate, releasing new and improved versions of their docking stations, which will be on display today. We have also welcomed several new partners, including the highly anticipated DJI Dock that was demonstrated for the first time at DJI Airworks Show in Las Vegas. Similarly, the regulations and requirements for beyond visual line of sight operations vary depending upon the location and geography, thus making it necessary to have different UTM solutions. While one UTM may work well for the deployment in North America, a different UTM solution may be required for deployment in Australia. This is why the Open DIAB approach is fundamentally superior solution, as it allows for customization of various modules to configure the ideal solution for a specific application, geography, and scale. We have partnered with several players in each layer to bring you the best solution for your deployment needs. Let's have a quick look in how our partners are contributing to the drone nest ecosystem.
Hi everybody, I'm Philip from Altitude. We're an aviation technology company enabling the safe integration and navigation of all uncrewed aviation into our airspace. Here in the UK, we're establishing over the next 18 months 165 miles of superhighway. The purpose of the superhighway is to enable automated drone flights at scale using our Arrow technology. We're receiving a great deal of interest, not just here in the UK, but from all over the world. What we're noticing is logistic companies as well as blue light services are acquiring access to the superhighway because they really truly believe the benefits or realize the benefits the superhighway can bring.
Hey there, this is Josh Arter from AVSS. We build unguided and guided parachute recovery systems for industrial applications and drone delivery companies. Our customers are flying beyond visual line of sight across the world, such as customers in Belgium, City Mesh, who are flying industrial applications for their DFR program, or Ultimax Technologies in Newfoundland, who are flying in industrial applications offshore Newfoundland. Our customers are having a huge impact being able to collect data for beyond visual line of sight applications and ops over people because of our core technology.
Hi there, folks. Dan O'Shea, Director of Global Sales and Customer Success here at Iris Automation, where our goal is to ensure that no two aircraft ever collide in midair again. We do that by manufacturing detect and avoid systems, both on board and ground-based. And so far, 2023 has proven to be a banner year for Iris, where we've seen our brand new ground-based detect and avoid system deployed with multiple customers in 7 U.S. states and 2 Canadian provinces. And we saw 3 key regulatory approvals where 3 separate customers, each one using a different version of our detect and avoid systems, were able to achieve regulatory approvals to fly beyond visual line of sight without visual observers.
We love that so many countries around the world are utilizing the Jarasora methodology for complex operational approvals. This has allowed us to really work with our clients to try to standardize their operations and their safety risk assessments as well. Not only for that one country, but across multiple countries and regulatory authorities from around the world. We've been working with companies like Dendra and been along their journey in ecosystem restoration. Like many organizations out there, that they want to fly further, that they want to, see those cost savings, they want to expand. So we've been able to work with them to, obtain approvals like flying, one pilot to multiple drones at the one time, flying extended visual line of sights, not only here in Australia, but also across the globe.
Bringing all these partners together to form a seamless solution requires a lot of effort from a technical standpoint. But don't worry, we have got it covered. Dhiraj, Director of Product at FlytBase, will be joining us to explain how we have made this integration possible.
Hello everyone. As Achal mentioned, we are really excited to now have on board a wide range of partners who are contributing to the open DiAB movement. For example, we have a large number of docking stations, drones, UTMs and parachute systems, etc. who are all a part of this movement. Based on the customer requirements in terms of application or geography, the system integrators can mix and match appropriate modules and create a full stack solution that is optimal for the needs of the particular customer. While this ability to mix and match modules sounds amazing, this leads to a complex problem. Each layer must be replaceable and must work seamlessly with the others to meet the requirements of various applications. Further, ensuring the stability and reliability of the full stack while allowing all kinds of permutations and combinations of the modules is a nightmare. This is exactly what FlytNow has been designed to help us with. FlytNow serves as the glue that holds everything together. It provides a modular framework or an operating system which ensures that we are able to mix and match the appropriate modules without having things falling apart. How does it do it? Basically, FlytNow lays down the ground rules and makes sure that everyone plays by those rules. These rules are in the shape and form of standardized interfaces and communication protocols that are used between the different layers of the stack. We have been working closely with various partners to understand the needs of each layer and designing each of these interfaces to not only provide the necessary functionality, but also allow enough flexibility and extensibility to support the future needs as the deployment scale. Operational safety and reliability are critical for any successful autonomous solution. FlytNow provides tons of checks to quickly identify any issues during runtime and activate the necessary fail-safes. Operational workflows in FlytNow can be configured to use data and events from across layers to make safer decisions. For example, a user can configure severe weather conditions to trigger a return to home action. The return route would be dynamically computed based on UTM data to ensure no fly zones are not breached. And in the final stage, Just in case the drone cannot land back in the docking station, it would automatically be rerouted to go and land at a safe alternate location. The system has been architected to address several well-known challenges with remote and automated operations. For example, FlytNow architecture carefully splits operational context between edge and cloud systems, allowing safe and reliable operations despite a sporadic network. FlytNow adheres to industry standards for enterprise software security and ensures high availability with round-the-clock monitoring and automated incident response systems. We believe that the open DiAB approach has an enormous potential. In order to further unlock this potential, it is essential to make the platform highly extensible and accessible to other developers. FlytNow provides a variety of developer tools and APIs that make it easy to create and integrate third-party modules and applications. FlytNow App Store is currently in beta, and we are working with select partners to build an initial set of domain-specific applications. These will further demonstrate the power of the open DiAB movement and how it can help us all leverage each other's capabilities to create effective solutions for complex problems.
Thanks, Dhiraj, for helping us understand what is being done to bring all these pieces together and further strengthen the open DiAB movement. So we have looked at how nested drone solutions are serving as the key building blocks for drone autonomy. We have also looked at various real-world applications that have started adopting this technology. Now what's next? What can we expect to see in 2023 and over the next few years? Our vision for the next few years is quite clear. Like a camera has become an integral part of almost every off-the-shelf drone sold today, we expect almost all commercial drones to be sold as DiAB systems in a few years from now. Who would want to waste valuable human effort on charging or swapping batteries when it can be easily automated? Of course, the addition of the Nest opens up a whole new world of possibilities. As the market matures, we will most likely go through a rapid phase of prototyping and experimentation to discover interesting applications of drone autonomy. As they say, a journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. Let's join our forces together and take a small step forward on this exciting journey. I hope that this NestGen will help all of us gain a better understanding of where our industry is headed and find opportunities for strengthening our collaborations, thereby contributing to our joint success as an industry. I would now like to hand it over to my colleague Vaishali, the overall coordinator of NestGen, who will give us a complete overview of the event and what we can expect to see and learn throughout the day. Over to you, Vaishali.
Hello and welcome everyone. It's a delight to have you join us for the second edition of NestGen. We are back once again this year to discuss the present and future of drone autonomy. And to do so, to make this dream into reality, at NestGen 23, we have brought together a large community of experts to share with you the best practices, how-tos, and most recent technologies, all geared towards lighting up the path to an autonomous future. To give you a glimpse of what's to come, we've structured the 12-hour event into 30-plus informative sessions and engaging panel discussions spread across 5 content tracks. Track 1 will focus on the real-world applications such as security operations, mining, construction, power and utilities, where autonomous drone operations make the most sense. Other tracks will explore cutting-edge BVLOS enabling tech such as 5G LTE, detect and avoid, micro-weather services, parachutes, UTMs, the global complex regulatory landscape, and the most recent trends. We are also excited to introduce a dedicated drone delivery track to delve into the infrastructure and complementary components necessary for scaling delivery operations. But wait, that's not it. The demo arena will once again showcase some of the most advanced drone docking stations in the industry. So to all the 2,000 plus folks joining us from across your computer screens, we have everything you need to stay glued to your seats. To maximize your experience, we've also arranged for interactive networking opportunities and virtual exhibitions, providing you with the chance to connect with the leading players in the industry and explore new horizons. Finally, I'd like to express my heartfelt gratitude to our sponsors for their continued support in the mission and to the 50+ incredible speakers for sharing their insights, knowledge, and experience. Thank you for shaping NestGen to what it is today. And with that, let the show begin.